Yay! We're live. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Happy Tuesday. Hello. Welcome back to the Geekly Show. It is our second episode of our second season, which is amazing. And we are here today. We're missing a Geekly, as you can probably see. Tanya has a sick kiddo, so kiddos come first around here. So we are going to miss her this episode, but we are coming to you guys fast and furious. We have a lot to talk about this Tuesday. And look, everybody's jumping in. Hi,
Good
Rachel.
morning.
Hi, Tina.
Oh, I can't see them all.
You can't see the comments?
Well,
Right
I
there.
can see you guys. So
Can you see it pop up? Great morning.
It's little for me. You guys are all big, but that's okay. Amanda's, she'll translate for us.
Oh, wait, let me translate. Renee said, oh, Amanda's her favorite Geekly. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, She did not say that.
That's not true.
Definitely didn't say. She wouldn't dare pick, especially on a live. She wouldn't dare.
She said, Amanda scares me. She's so loud. That's what I see the comment.
All right, guys, let's hop right into it. First off, let's do our quick introductions. Hello, everybody. My name is Amira Martin, and I'm from fourhatsandfrugal.com.
Oh, wait, is it my turn? Which way?
No, it's Sarah's turn.
We're going to skip her, which I thought she was going to say I'm Beyonce, and I don't know if, Amanda, what's tomorrow?
Is it Beyonce's birthday?
You didn't know it's your alter ego's birthday?
She didn't know till right now.
What? I still don't know. What's going on?
I saw online it's her birthday tomorrow, unless I got it wrong.
Really? I mean, I believe you. I believe you. I hardly even remember my kid's birthday.
Should know, it should be you, Amanda.
And that's why I was like, I read it, but I didn't know if it was true. So I'm like, well, Amanda would know, right?
Yeah.
No.
Amanda doesn't care about Beyonce. She is Beyonce. She doesn't care about, Beyonce's
I
birthday.
love Beyonce, but listen, you be lucky if I get my kids' birthdays right. That's what I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'll just go then. Hi, everyone. It's Sarah with sarahscoop.com.
I'm Tessa with mamasgeeky.com. I'm not in my office today. It's weird. My computer was restarting, so I'm in a different room. So not to throw y'all off with my background being different, but
it's all blurry for me. Are you trying to hide?
I know. I blurred it. Well, it gave me the option, and I was like, yeah, because or else you'll see like my fish tank and like the TV. And it's just not my normal background. It's throwing me off seeing myself there. So.
Is it finally my turn?
Yes,
Y'all done chit-chatting? It's Amanda, it's Beyonce, it's Crazy Amanda Reacts, Guide for Bobs, Guide for Geeks, all that. Good morning.
Oh my gosh. And then you get low at the end. This is
right.
I can't. Well,
look, I'm not the only one. Renee says she never gets her youngest birthday right.
Well, tomorrow, I just Googled it so we can know once and for all. Tomorrow is Beyonce's birthday, and I cannot believe that I knew that and Amanda did not.
Well, I got to do something special for the girl who pretends to be like me. So, we got to think of something special that I should do tomorrow.
I don't know. You got some time. You got some time to figure it out.
I'm here for
recreate her best looks and post them on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, that would be ridiculous.
I would like to do that.
Of course, Sarah would pick the looks. I was gonna sing some songs of hers, maybe, or something like that.
We don't need
Sarah's
that.
just dress up and redo her looks for Instagram. That's Sarah. That's our Sarah.
I think you would get a lot of likes, especially on her birthday.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to take advantage tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
It's your birthday. Use the Beyonce hashtag.
Maybe you could
be
tell us everything you know about Beyonce, but you don't know her birthday, so.
I know one of the names of her 3 kids. I mean, everybody knows Blue Ivy. I don't know the other ones. Nobody knows those other kids' names. You gotta be honest. Who knows those other kids' names? See?
I know. She copied me because I had Ivy first, and then she tries to, be cool and.
She added the blue in front
She
of
threw
it.
a blue in it.
She wanted to copy me, but not be so obvious. So, She
I think
changed it
so.
a little.
Sarah, you
The
didn't
other
Google?
ones are Sir and oh gosh, what
Really?
is the little
Just
girl's
Sir?
name? Is it Rumor and Sir? I feel like it's Rumor and Sir,
Oh,
but I could be wrong. Somebody will tell me if I'm
I'm
wrong.
feeling like
pretty sure.
Sarah's about to Google it right now. What is it, Sarah?
Yeah, no, Sarah.
I mean, I could Google it, but I'm not. You're Beyonce's #1 fan.
you should know these things, Amanda. It's on you to know them.
Uh-oh. Angie said it's her and they have birthdays a day apart. Is today your birthday, Angie, or Thursday?
Well, either way, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I know.
Happy birthday
Hey.
week.
We get to say it live to you. Happy
I know.
birthday, Angie! Yay! That's awesome. And she said she went to her and Jay-Z's show last year for my/our birthday. Oh, that's pretty cool, Angie.
That's fun.
How much were those tickets? I bet it was a lot.
I know.
Oh, I bet they were a lot.
$1 million.
Maybe
It was
she
$1
hooked her up
million.
for her birthday.
Yeah.
No way! Rachel's birthday's on Friday too. Oh, we have.
Oh, it's a popular
This
week.
is a week.
Look at all these birthdays.
Oh,
love
Angie's
this.
going to be 40 too.
Oh,
Oh, look,
snap.
you were right. Sir Carter is his name. And Rumi with an I. Rumi.
Yeah.
You were close though.
Close.
You were closer to me and I'm part her. So what's that tell you? Well, close enough. Glenn close enough. Glenn close enough. That's my new saying.
Close enough. No, that's not.
Gosh, I can't with you. All right, so let's hop into this topic because I know you and Tessa watched the Dave Chappelle special.
Yeah.
Amira, I do have to jump off early.
Oh, that's right.
If they want to talk about that, I mean, they can talk about it now, but I might leave you guys before you talk about the Brittany thing.
Yes, but you need to talk about two things. So you're up next.
Yeah, you're up now.
Before
up now,
you
right?
go.
Okay.
You're going to have to give us some downloads.
She got 10 minutes.
So
10 minutes.
None of you watch Grand Hotel, but I don't know why, because you should. It's about this family that has this hotel, but then they have all these secrets and they just keep you going. And next week is the season finale. So I got you guys 1 week to catch up.
So it's a reality show?
Yeah,
it's not a reality show.
Oh, it's not.
It's on ABC after
Bachelor. It sounded like a reality show.
I thought so too.
Well, it comes on after
They
the
had
Bachelor.
Paradise Hotel. That was a reality show.
Oh, that's maybe
But
what
this
I'm
is called
thinking.
Grand Hotel. So it's not a reality show.
Where is this one based? Isn't this one based in? Is this the Florida one, Miami?
I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's on the coast, in a coast somewhere, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that, or on where. But I think it might be Florida.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think I remember this one. This is somebody said it was kind of like Desperate Housewives style.
I never watched Desperate Housewives.
Oh my gosh! No, that is a show. You got to watch that.
I never watched that either, but I wanted
That's a
to.
good.
Really?
It's a good
Yeah, it's a
bingeable
good one.
show.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I need to watch that one. Is that one on? I'm sure it's on Hulu or Netflix or something. Where you
I think it's probably on Hulu because it was on ABC, so you'll probably be able to find it on Hulu. But somebody told me that, and I was like, oh, I probably need to watch that. But I never got into it. I never sat down to watch it. So now I have to watch it because Sarah says, and I trust her very much.
I think you'll like it. It's starting to
how many
linger
episodes
a
is
little
it?
bit. I don't know. It's only been on this summer, so it's not a ton
Okay.
of episodes. But
Is there anybody famous on it that we would know?
Yeah.
Well, probably. I mean, I looked them up, but I don't remember their names in real life.
Sarah's real prepared for this one, y'all. She's real prepared to talk about this one.
I'm just telling you, it's a good show. We can recap next week after the finale. But I mean, you don't have to. They are actors, They don't have to be so famous, but they are. I looked them up. I just can't remember their names right now. It's Wait, yes. Hold on. Okay, fine. Hold on. It's,
I knew it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google this.
I'm gonna say it's gonna bother me until I know too.
I know.
Like if there's anyone that we've seen on past shows that we love, that would be really cool. I hope so. I mean, even if it's all new people, we'll just fall in love with them as well.
We can link it later. I'll put a picture.
All right. I know none of these people.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I know none. Look, I just put the Grand Hotel cast. I know none of these people. None of them.
It's probably all new people, which is pretty
That's
good.
Like Rosalind.
I've been on other stuff. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Eva Longoria is the executive producer.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
why
love
they
her.
said it's like Desperate Housewives. Okay, because she was in Desperate Housewives.
She was in Desperate Housewives. I knew that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So that means I'm probably gonna love this show.
I think you'll like it. And the other thing I was going to talk about is I'm hosting movie night for Brittany runs a marathon tomorrow, and it's like a best friend night. But I know Tessa, you said you watched the trailer, so
I did. I never did a reaction.
what did you think of it?
I remember thinking, and see, I watched it because it popped up as an ad, which bothers me sometimes because I don't get to do a reaction because it pops up as an ad, and I start watching it, and I go, oh, well, this is a new trailer. That stinks. Now I can't do a reaction. But I remember thinking, like, ooh, it's something I definitely want to watch. Like, it looked good. It looked interesting. I remember thinking, and it looked funny. So
I was just looking. It said that like somebody produced, Tobey Maguire produced it or something like that.
Oh, really?
I didn't know he was producing. I guess after Spider-Man, he's looking for anything, huh?
Yeah, anything you can get, I suppose.
Well, it's like a movie where this girl is like this hardcore partier. She goes to the doctor, and they're like, got to get your life together.
Yeah.
And then she trains for a marathon. But it has Jillian Bell.
Is it based on a real story?
I don't know if it's based on a real story.
No, I don't know. I feel like I heard that, but
Sarah's full of information today. Full of information.
I mean, how do you know? It probably is. I mean, who hasn't been to the doctor and been like, get your life together and then run a marathon? I'm sure.
Oh, look, Angie's excited for it.
Yeah, it looks. Well, Amira, you were saying Jillian Bell. What else were you saying she was in? That was she was really really funny.
She's a workaholic.
Oh, is she in Workaholics too?
I think she's in Workaholics. Isn't that her?
That's a good
and I
show.
think her name is Jillian in it. I like
her. Which would make sense. She was in the second 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Mm-hmm. I love that movie. I pee my pants laughing. She is so funny in that one. She has like that deadpan humor, which is probably my favorite. So I was excited. We got an email about it, the trailer, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, this actually looks really good. So I'm excited to see it, and I'm excited to see if everybody likes it tomorrow. Sarah, you'll have to give us the scoop if everybody liked it. So we'll watch your Instagram too, your stories to see how everybody enjoyed the movie, which will be fun. But I know you gotta go. Sarah's gotta go.
Yeah,
she's got an important meeting, so we're not gonna keep her.
Bye, Sarah. It's a meeting to keep her out of jail.
Oh, Tessa telling all her business. Tessa telling all her business.
I'm exaggerating.
But it would be interesting.
We're not saying anything. We just
totally interesting.
We just hope the IRS isn't watching.
You guys are crazy.
Sarah, get out of here quick. Bye, guys.
Bye. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Am I on by myself? Am I on by myself? Is it the Amanda show? Where did everybody go? Why did this? I'm just going to sit here and stare. Where did everybody go? Oh, it is just me. Oh, wait, they're calling back. Let me answer.
What happened?
I don't know. That was weird. It was just my show for a while. I was just going to take over.
It was just you?
It was just me.
Well,
it's the Geekly Amanda show.
She cut us off. She disappeared. And
have you seen Monsoon Wedding?
Can you share your screen, Amanda, so we can see the comments?
Oh, look, we're still live. Look, I see, Amanda, I see you talking to everyone. I love it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, it's all three of us now.
Okay.
We're back! That one's so funny.
And I wasn't sure if I was still on. I was like, is this just, I saw comments going, I was like, is it just me?
Yeah.
It totally was. I saw you. I refreshed and I was like, oh, look, Amanda's by herself.
I was like,
oh my gosh. Hi, Angie. Angie says, welcome back. Thank you, friend.
Oh.
We are back.
We are back. Tyler, yes. I haven't watched it yet.
I know. Tyler, don't talk about it yet.
Don't talk about it, Tyler.
I watched the movie again with the girls to introduce them to it.
See it too.
And I hadn't watched it in probably 10 years. And I was like, man, this holds up. Like, it is so good.
Did your girls like
go back
it?
into it. And Ivy tried to watch it. Actually, I caught her this morning watching it on Netflix, and I said, "Don't you dare, Ivy! We are watching it as a family. This is our after-school show that we're gonna all watch together." She was like, "But it's so good," and I'm already like 4 episodes in. I was like, "Ivy, don't tell anybody."
Ivy.
I know.
So I guess you liked the movie then. They both liked it. They both like it.
She was like, "I'm watching it. Do you want to know what happens?" I was like, "No."
Oh.
I love it.
Probably watching it now.
Not yet, Tyler, but we will. I feel like at least. I mean, I even think this might be a Tanya show.
Tyler
I think
says
we can all watch that
It'd
one.
be a Tanya show for sure.
It is amazing. Yeah. It is amazing.
I believe you so much. I've been so excited for them to drop that show. Just I love Dark Crystal and Mark Hamill. You gotta love anything that Mark Hamill's in.
Hi, Jonita. Sarah just left. Mama.
She just left.
Mama. You just missed her.
She just left. She had an important meeting to go to.
Yes.
Don't tell her mama. Don't tell her mama that she's going to jail.
Give her moral support, Mom. I think she might need it today. Just a little bit from Mom. Renee says Carnival Road too. Yeah.
I haven't started it, but it is on my list. It is on my list. But
it's on mine too. Brett hasn't decided if he wants to watch it or not yet. And I told him, hurry up and decide so I can either binge it with or without you.
I'm hearing mixed reviews.
Really?
So. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I wanted
to. Yeah, but Brett wasn't into it from the trailer.
Because the trailer looked amazing to me. The trailer looked so amazing.
Yes, I agree with you, Amanda. I remember watching your reaction, and I was like, we have the same reaction.
Well, who watched the Chappelle show special?
You two watched it.
I did because Amanda told me to.
I told you
I wasn't gonna because I saw.
Because I heard, well, first, because I love Chappelle, right? I love the Chappelle show. Me and Greg would watch it every week. We would make a thing of it. I'd be like, oh, it's Chappelle show time. And we make our little snacks and go and watch. We love the Chappelle show. We love Dave Chappelle. Like, I've always, whenever he came on tour, his comedy, we've always gone and seen him. Like, every time he came in town on tour. So we love him. So, and then he had some more earlier Netflix specials, too.
He did. Yes. Like, a couple months ago, maybe. Was it even a year ago? I don't know.
It wasn't that long ago.
They were good.
It wasn't that long ago. So I was out of town when it dropped. Like I was at D23 when it first came on Netflix, his new special Sticks and Stones. Mm-hmm. And when I got back, I was like, oh, and Greg had already started reading reviews and he was like, oh, the reviews ain't good. Oh, the reviews aren't good. Reviews ain't good. So I was
he
like,
said some things but that's him.
Well, we'll get into that. Because, the reviews were saying, like, they were saying he was saying some things that, like, were making people mad. First of all, right? Like, the gay community, the LGBT community, and even, like, I always get these letters mixed up. The SJW, is that what the Social Justice Warriors. So, the Social Justice Warriors, right?
I hate that term, but go on.
You hate it because of YouTube. Because everybody was like, oh, you're just a social justice. Like, if you say any kind of girl power thing up on YouTube, they will get on you. Oh, social justice warriors, you know? So I was like, I'm going to watch it. We're going to sit down and watch it. And I liked it. I did.
You did?
I liked it. Well, I'm going to tell you, I gave it a 3 out of 5. Like, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. I felt
that's probably about what I would rate it.
Like, when it first started, I was like, he started talking about, like, suicide stuff, and I was just like, I wasn't, like, cringing or nothing. I was just like, this ain't funny. Like, for me, so I was like, uh-oh, I'm agreeing, this ain't funny. But then once he got in his routine and everything, and he talked about, like, Michael Jackson, I didn't think that was funny. Like, pedophilia and all that.
I thought the Michael Jackson part was kind of funny.
I didn't think it was funny.
I thought that joke was kind of funny. Like, I got his point.
Well, he talked about, like...
because his whole thing was, he started off by saying, like, if I say something wrong, you guys are all of a sudden going to hate me. So I got where he was, and then he led right into the Michael Jackson thing. So I get that he was trying to, like, I think he was trying to tie that together. But there was a solid 10 minutes where I was, like, cringe. Like, Brett and I were both literally, our faces were like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
And like, it was with... It was with
LGBT stuff.
Well, first he called it like the alphabet people, right?
Was a little. I was like, okay, yeah.
And there was times where I was like, oh, I definitely felt uncomfortable. But then I think back, and then he told the story. When he told that story, I was like, he's got a point. Like, he told the story about
that I loved when he
about
said that,
being on the Chappelle show. and they brought him into the office and they told him,
said you can't say that word,
you
the
can't
F
say
word.
the F word
And
for
he
the gay
said,
people.
well, how come I can say the N word? And they said, because you're not an F. And he said, well, I'm not an N either.
Yeah.
And then everybody stood up and cheered. And I thought I was like, I kind of could get behind that. I was like, oh, I like that. But it was still like,
and that's the thing.
Like, that was good, but parts of that. Oh.
But that was the point I got from it. It was like, okay, he could make fun of races, right? He doesn't even make fun of his own race. He makes fun of like white race. He makes fun of Asian race. Like, why is it okay that he can make fun?
Well, that's like the Chappelle show.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it
Nobody
okay
was safe.
he can make fun of all the races, but then not other things?
Right.
You know, that's what I got from it. Like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I got where so that's why I get like why he made that Michael Jackson joke, which I did think, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny when he's like, when they said, he's like, I'm always and he full out said, right? I'm a victim. Like, I always am like, but I blame the victim. He's like, that's just me. I blame the victim. So when they're like, well, Michael Jackson molested these kids, I'm like, but what was the kid wearing? The way he said it, I was like, okay. I chuckled and I was like, that's funny. But then the way when he kept going, the Michael Jackson stuff got weird. When he's talking about the kid going back to school and like what the kid would say to his friends, I was like, that's uncomfortable. And then the LG, like he was like, I don't even want it, but he was like, some kids get molested just by like whoever, but this kid got molested by Michael Jackson, and I was like, no, you can't. Oh, that's too far. It's too far, right? It was the first joke was like, ha ha, like I chuckled. I wasn't like dying, you know. But then like when he went, ugh, I know he goes too far, and I know that's him, but I was like, oh, that's too far. You're talking about a kid going back to school bragging that he hooked up with Michael Jackson, like that's not. That made me uncomfortable.
Oh, Janita says, I think he got uncomfortable at times. He kept running off stage at some of the cringy points. Loving your takes right now by the, oh, great. Yes. Yeah, it's fun to listen to you two talk about it without having to see it yet.
Yeah.
And my husband wanted to see it. He was like dying to see it. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to see it. Like, I get that type of stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I need to prepare my mind.
Yeah.
To kind of hear awful things and just know that they're just jokes. But
I know.
Also,
the second half was hilarious.
And I think the fact that that is him and how he's always done that through his career,
that's
like that.
True, yeah.
That's I think what makes me. It's like it's not like he is, you know, just picking on one minority or one race or one like group of minorities. It's like he just overall makes fun of everybody, you know, and that's why I'm just like,
when he made fun of whites being addicted to heroin now, and he was like, we see ourselves in each other. It's like when we were addicted to crack, now you guys are addicted to heroin. I was like, oh god.
I mean, and that's the thing. That's why. So you feel comfortable. So you're like, when he makes fun of races, okay, right? But when he makes fun of those, then I'm not okay. You know, that's why I get. But also, that's what I'm saying. His race stuff, his race jokes, I still think are his main thing. Like that was for me was the funniest. Yeah. You know, like he went off on the other stuff, but for me the funniest part was like when he talks about that. So
I didn't think the Asian part was funny. That made me cringe. Did you like that part or no?
I didn't think it was funny, but I didn't cringe.
Well, Brett and I both looked at each other like,
I know. Sorry. I got a mom real quick, but keep talking.
That's all right. We want to watch. What are you talking about? This is This is live entertainment. What happened?
Hello. I'm on a show. Are you kidding right now? Go in your room.
See, that's the nice. That would be me, the nice parent when we're live.
I'm being nice.
This would be me off camera. What y'all doing? Y'all know. Just wait till I get off this show. Just wait. That would be me. That would be me. I'd pinch him. I'd pinch him when you can't see on the camera. I'd pinch him.
Oh man.
They're very lucky we're on a live show right now. Because OMG, you know that we do the show at 11 a.m.
Well, they didn't cry, so they didn't get a pinch. I would.
No.
Oh, pinch.
They got the look.
Oh, they got the look. That's scarier than a pinch.
As soon as this show is over.
That's scarier than a pinch. A look. You're like,
it's about to go down.
And they started school today, right, Amira?
Yes. They're supposed to be doing school, but that's life.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Dave Chappelle. I mean, did you guys watch the other special before this one?
It was,
Yeah.
I did, and
You did.
I found that it wasn't as shocking, like, so much shocking as this one, but it still
Yeah.
had its parts.
Okay.
Like, and this one, he even touched on the Me Too stuff again. His other one, he did a lot of Me Too stuff. And
He
this
did a
one,
lot
he
of
touched
stuff.
on it a little bit again about Louis C.K. I think he has some big feelings about that one.
Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like he,
Parts of that were, but it was funny when he, I can't even say what, you know what I'm talking about. When he talks about the look of shame, I was like, oh, boy.
yeah, because he
That was
masturbated
bad.
in front of people, like, in a whole room. So then he was like, what did he say? How,
He said, how is that threatening when he
yeah.
just finished on his stomach? If you've ever seen someone who has just done that, how are they threatening? Because
Woo,
they have a
good
look
thing
of
Tanya's
shame
not
on
here
their
for this. Good thing Tanya's not here for this show.
This is a family show.
Oh
But then
my
he also
God.
talked about, so that's what I said. Like, I think he brings just like his feelings, like what he really thinks about stuff. He talked about the abortion stance, and he did say, he's like, if you got balls, like, I don't think you get a say, He's like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I like Dave Chappelle. I feel like this wasn't anything off the cuff for him, or you know what I mean? It wasn't like
Right.
anything outside of what he normally does. Maybe like just the world is more sensitive since like he's really been in the limelight before,
Oh, for sure.
and
That's true.
and he
Yeah.
even talked about that. He talked about like how he's like, when Kevin Hart gets in trouble, that's what he was like, when Kevin Hart gets in trouble
Yeah.
over some
He
nonsense,
did talk
and
about
he's the
Kevin
most
Hart.
like clean cut, like not getting in trouble kind of guy you can imagine. And when they go and find something on him, he's like, the world's pretty much saying just too sensitive. And that's that's kind of like what he was going on about.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. I missed something. We had a question about the after special. Was that you, Tyler? I think Tyler asked about, did you guys watch the after special? Was there an after special for it?
I didn't even know there was
I
an
didn't
after
know.
special.
He asked that, and I saw it, and it disappeared on me. But I think that was you,
wait,
Tyler. Did you ask
I
that?
see.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Did you watch
after,
the
no.
after show
Yeah,
thing?
after
Did you
special.
guys watch
Yeah.
the after show thing after the,
I didn't realize there was one.
I didn't know
No.
either.
I wonder what did they say during it, Tyler? Was it like him explaining the jokes or like something?
I'm going to have to go back and look.
Yeah, I want to see. And then
Yeah. That's
Renee says, is everyone just more sensitive? I don't think any of this sounds out of character for. I agree, Renee. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Amanda just said that this sounds like Dave Chappelle. This is, I mean, if you watch the Dave Chappelle show, this is exactly what he did, but in like a 22-minute time span. So I'm thinking it's because it's so long. Like the longer you have him up there kind of really hitting it hard with the jokes, the more people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that people that were mad about was the trans stuff. Don't you?
Okay.
That was a little.
That was part of the stuff I cringed the most, and maybe too. I think
cringed the most too.
I think it's just because the world is sensitive about that right now, because I mean they're going through. You hear so much, but he makes fun of that. He's like, he talked about them being in a car and the trans person had to go to the bathroom, and he's like, you don't have to go to. You got 4 more states before we find a bathroom for you, So it's like he's bringing attention to this, he's talking about it and he's bringing it out,
But he did say that gays and lesbians don't like trans because they're making their progress take so long because they're throwing a wrench in the plans, basically. And I was kind of, I was like, yeah, I don't know.
It's Dave.
It was
Dave Chappelle.
I know, it is. That was, like I said, there was maybe 5 to 7 minutes where I was like uncomfortable, but the rest, I laughed and I chuckled. And the end, I was just dying with when he was making fun of the heroin addicted whites, like breaking into his house, and he's almost got $1.50 out of the change jar.
Yeah, Jonita said, I think, and Jonita is one. Like after I watch it, I was like, because I know like how like she writes her story, her articles and stuff. She really dives deep into it, and I was like, Jonita, have you seen this? And she's like, girl, yes, I'm writing something right now. That's what she said. I'm writing something right now. And people are going to get mad. I said, well, I just recorded my review on YouTube. And I thought people were going to get mad at me. But actually, I've gotten like good reception for my video on YouTube. Like it's got a lot of views. Like people are talking about it. But I thought I would have been getting some hate hate comments.
I
thought I
gotta do a
would.
video. I just watched that last night. So, but I was afraid to do a video. But that's nice to know that yours aren't getting. Not afraid to, but preparing myself, I guess.
For
I
some
think
hate.
it just makes sense. It makes sense for you guys to do videos about it, just to kind of keep the conversation going, because you know that's basically what he does.
It is.
It is very shocking, but he goes out of his way to talk about things that people don't want to talk about and say their true feelings behind, and then it gives you a chance to kind of open up and have a conversation with your community and your friends and family members, which is, I will take that from Dave, but I still also need to prepare.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, you gotta. That I watch that's Dave Chappelle.
That's what I said.
You know what bothered me the most out of the whole thing? And Amanda, you probably didn't even notice. And actually, Brett did, and I pointed it out. They filmed like 3 different shows, obviously. And the people in the front row kept changing outfits because it was like different people. That was bothering me the most. Because one girl had this bright yellow, and then there was a red, and I was like, stop! Like, that was like distracting me. I was like, I keep seeing people in different clothes. And Brett was like, that's what you're noticing? I was like, yes, it's really bothering me.
Oh my God.
That's going to be in her review too. Dave did this, and but you know what bothered me the most?
She's gonna say it, and people are like, "Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice that," and then they'll go back and watch it. Be like, "You're right, Tessa.
I know.
Look, Jonita.
Stop changing your clothes."
What Jonita said? I watched with my queer kid, and we talked. She agreed that he is bringing attention that is much needed. Yeah, I mean, really, especially when he dropped that thing about the bathrooms and stuff. I was like, he's bringing it to people that won't normally care, and now he's bringing it in a funny way, and they're and it makes sense with it, like, yeah, they can't go to the bathroom for 4 more states,
yeah, right, I know, right, there's not a bathroom for you for 4 more states. It's kind of like, oh, I mean, that's not
wrong.
It's not, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
See, she thought it was different shows too. Listen, that's so in the bright yellow shirt. That was the problem. The bright yellow shirt made it too obvious. Like, make sure everybody wears the same color. So you gotta all wear like that. No, it made me mad.
You are insane that you noticed that.
I did. It really bothered me too.
I love it. Okay, so let's keep on the cringeworthy. Why not?
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Real quick, Brightburn. We're not going to stretch this one out because I don't think I'm ever going to watch that movie ever.
Oh my God. No, listen, I love when movies are so gory you can't even, like, you have to look away. And then you kind of want to watch.
It was gross. It was.
Oh, it was so gross. The jaw. Oh,
the jaw was the worst. Why you got to even put these pictures back in my head, Tessa?
It was so
I didn't like it.
I was so excited.
First of all,
watch Brightburn.
Tessa just want to talk about it because James Gunn retweeted her this morning.
Here this morning.
Because probably she was the only one giving good reviews of this. That's all he could retweet.
That's not true.
Being nice.
I didn't like it.
Loves me, and Tanya's not here to.
Right, I was gonna say this is the
when I
perfect
say
time.
his name. So
Tanya's not here, so you can get it out real quick, and then we'll get back to business next week.
I was so excited. The best part was I tweeted my review, and he liked it, and I was like, "Oh yay!" And then like 6 minutes later, he retweeted it, and I was like, oh,
"That means he read it."
You had to go read it. Yeah. He's like, "Wait a minute, I gotta read this first."
Because he couldn't. You know why? Because he couldn't believe there was an actually positive review. He's like, "Real, this can't be right. Let me go read it."
Oh, Amanda, you stop it right now.
You stop it. Liked it.
Yeah, that's another one that I saw mixed reviews on. But it was good to see that people enjoyed it, even though it's so gory. I actually saw someone. Who was it? Oh, Jenny Lawson. I don't know if she's a writer like us.
Blog
Yes, she has a wonderful platform. She put up, I think it was just her friends, but she talked about how people are doing the parallel of Superman with him. But she's like, no, it's Spider-Man. And then she like broke it down, and I was like,
oh, why?
Okay, now I gotta read that.
And then she was like, because I haven't seen the movie and I'm not going to see it. She's like, if you haven't seen it, don't read the rest. But I read the rest. And then she was like, how something with the uncle, like the uncle dies, but he kills the uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm totally spoiling it for you guys if you haven't seen it. But that the uncle's gone, and then he's left with an aunt. What's his aunt's name? In Brightburn.
It's like
it's
Mur.
Mur.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, like Aunt May. Mur.
Aunt May, right? And then she says, how Peter Parker's parents died in the plane crash.
Okay.
And then in Brightburn, did he kill his parents with a plane or something?
No, he made it look like that's how they died.
Yeah.
He killed
That's
them,
what
and then
she
he
said.
was like,
Yeah,
"Let me
yeah.
just put this plane
like-
here."
Yeah, she said he put a plane on his
never.
And then what was the other one she said? Oh my gosh. She was like breaking it down, and I was like, I haven't even seen this movie, but I think you're right.
Like now that
I
you're
can see
saying
that.
it, yeah.
She's like, this is more Spider-Man than Superman. And I was like, oh man, you might be right. There was something else too, and I forget what it was.
Well,
it was like totally obvious.
But
too.
then the way though he came into the world, that's where I got
Well, it
the
was
Superman thing,
definitely
because he
that was
came like in
Superman.
this asteroid thing.
And then they hid it in the barn, and it
Yeah.
called to him, and he found it.
So
And
that's
then he
where I
realized
picked
he
up
got
from the
his
Spider-Man
powers.
or the Superman stuff.
Superman,
but I
right.
couldn't see like a mixture
Right.
because
I could see
later
some
on
Spider-Man too,
I can
sure.
totally see the Spider-Man like what you're mentioning. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
So
I tell you what, though, man, I loved it so. I watched it 3 times since I got it last week.
Oh,
I really enjoy it.
How do you watch gory?
I love
don't
it.
understand.
Listen, I don't know. I'm gross. Like I love disgusting. It's like Final Destination or some of my favorite movies, just solely for
what
all
about
the
Saw?
stuff.
Do you like the Saw movies?
You like the Saw
Yes.
movies?
Oh no! Oh, I'm done. Oh.
It's so gross. I have a hard time looking at it. I love it, and I don't know why.
Lord.
I don't know why. I have problems.
Tell them that cupcake. Tell them about the cupcake they sent you.
Oh, it's in the other room.
I
but
saw
it's
the cupcakes. You put up the photo on
It's
your
on my
Twitter
Instagram.
and your Instagram.
And my Twitter, yeah.
Yeah. Which I was like, ugh. That's
So
good.
go
Did you
check it
eat
out. It's an eyeball with like a glass. I licked it. I didn't eat it, but I licked
Ah!
Oh!
it. I was like, I gotta lick this.
I think that was my biggest problem with it is the gore. I'm like, they could have made this super cool.
Pull the glass out and all the blood went squirting.
Stop it! Now it's not out of my head. The jaw part was the worst. The jaw.
So he flips the truck is how he kills his uncle.
Don't. Why you gotta tell us some more?
I gotta tell him.
I don't care.
And the wheel, the steering wheel went like into, and his jaw's hanging. He's laying there dying. And he's holding his jaw up, trying to. It's like falling all over the place.
Oh
It was gross. It was gross.
Yuck. I can't.
Well, dropped a plane on them, but listen, they were already dead. The dad he killed while they were out hunting, and the mom he dropped from thousands of feet up in the air. She didn't survive.
Yeah.
He put the plane there to make it look like they died from the plane. That's not how they died.
That
They
kid dropped the plane off.
by the time the plane got there.
Well, they were already dead. She say right?
The dad tries to take him out hunting like Old Yeller, and he's like, "I'm just gonna pretend I'm gonna shoot him in the head." And then the kid turns around like, "WTF, Dad? I'm still alive. Now I'm gonna kill you." Like that was dumb.
No,
I'm gonna tell you,
like, our son has never bled. He can't get hurt. Let me try to shoot him in the head and see if that helps.
I'm gonna tell you the movie I saw this weekend that came out as a rental is that Rocketman.
I enjoyed Rocketman. I did.
Did you see it yet, Amira?
I haven't seen it yet. I read Tessa's review of it.
I thought
because I'm gonna see it eventually. Because I mean, you gotta if you watch Bohemian Rhapsody, you gotta watch Rocketman. I feel like, right?
I haven't seen Bohemian
So
Rhapsody.
that's
yet.
what-
I heard it's so much better.
my god!
So I think that was
Well,
my
that's why I was
problem.
waiting for Brett. He's obsessed with Freddie Mercury, so he's like, wait for me.
I am. Queen's my favorite band of all time.
That's
so.
Brett too. I feel like you and Brett are very like you guys would be good friends.
He's my twin. I know.
But that
I'm
I
kind
think
of
that
like
was my
married to a hero a
problem.
little bit.
That was my problem watching Rocketman because I compared it to Bohemian Rhapsody,
Oh,
which I thought
see, so
Bohemian
maybe it's better
Rhapsody
that I did it
was
this way.
amazing, and then Rocketman, I'm like, it's all right, but it's no Bohemian Rhapsody. Like that was what in my head. I'm like, it's all right, but it's no Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh
So,
man!
maybe this is the way to do it then.
All right, I still gotta watch it. I love Elton John, so I'm still gonna watch it.
Oh, it's still worth the watch.
I liked it a lot.
It's still worth the watch.
Okay, all right. But you said it was it? I forget if you said if it was boring, a little bit boring in the beginning, or
She had a hard
and
time
then it got
getting into
good.
it, she said.
I found it was a little slow in the beginning.
Okay.
But it wasn't Bohemian Rhapsody kind of in the beginning. You're like,
It was
a little
too.
bit.
Yeah.
You know, it was a little bit. I wish they had more music in it. Like Bohemian Rhapsody had all, like I felt like the music was just constant. And Elton John did. But then it got
There was a
cheesy,
lot.
I
I was
felt.
gonna say, there was a lot.
But then it got cheesy with the music. Like when he goes to the hospital and they put on this whole little routine and they lift him up in the air. And I was like, this is just getting a little cheesy.
I think the point is it's a fantasy, right? So when he sings like crazy stuff, like Rocketman, he literally like blasts off, like he lifts up. So
it got too cheesy.
I think it's not so it's got the mix of the fantasy with it, which I liked. Because obviously that didn't really happen. Elton John didn't like blast out in his face whenever he sings Rocketman.
I see that one, Tommy Sharp.
Yes, Tommy, we can see you.
What? That's true, Angie. That's true. No one can afford that much, Elton. That's true.
That is true. I mean, he was part of it, was he? I have to look that up. Like, was he part of kind of putting
know. Like if he was an
because
executive producer.
that's another difference between Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocketman is that Bohemian Rhapsody, they had the whole backing of the whole band.
Okay.
Like the band was on set. They made sure that they did everything right and honored Freddie's memory and all the scenes were correct, which was like I think that kind of made you like feel all the feels about that one. They did such a good job. So if Elton wasn't really involved in this, and that makes more sense. Like, they really couldn't put too much in it. They had to be very choosy with.
But it was so good that it actually made me start Googling like some of his life that I didn't know about. Like I didn't know he got married to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea,
really?
So I was like Googling it and looking her because I was like, "What she look like?" Because I'm curious. I was like, "Oh, what she look like?" But yeah, like she. So he got married to a woman, and she was like an engineer with his thing, and then I had his manager that he had his first, like, I think it said his manager had him lose his virginity, the manager that he got involved with and stuff.
Okay.
I think that's what I read. So, of course, I had to look him up, and I was like, oh, what's he look like? I just look up people to see what they look like. He wasn't that cute, I thought. I was like, Elton, you could have done better. You could have done better, Elton. And he was mean to him. Remember that guy? He punched him up in the face in the movie. You remember that, Tessa?
Oh, yeah. I do. But did that happen in real life?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Like, those types of things, did that actually really happen? Or was it just added in to kind of...
give you
right? Because obviously you're going to be like, he punched him in the face. Not, he just yelled at him.
I agree. Like, like that was my problem. I went into it like I went, oh, I love Bohemian Rhapsody so much, and I kind of went into it like that. I think that was my problem. Like I was like, it don't.
Well, I'm glad I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody yet. Then.
Yeah,
it don't hold a candle in the wind to Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, look what I did! Look what I did!
And I feel like, on that pun, we should probably wrap up the show.
Yeah, you can't beat the day after that one.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so excited when you guys join us live. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. Hopefully we entertained you with all of our gory talk and inappropriate talk.
Gross.
Yeah,
Tanya's glad she missed this one. She's glad she missed it.
Make sure you've checked your emails from last week.
Oh, yes. Well, I think everybody's checked I can confirm that everybody has checked their emails. We had 100% open rate on an email for the first time ever.
Really? 100%?
Yes, 100% open rate.
Wow.
I don't think we need to say check your email.
Wow.
But, keep us whitelisted. The Geekly is our thegeeklies at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Make sure you have us whitelisted on your email because you're going to get another email from us very soon. So make sure you know that you're ready for your emails. That's all we're going to say. But that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this week. We will see you all again next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always,
stay geekly.